Here we go. I'm going to type in tinyurl.com/crown Joules 92. That's the most current version. You should get this screen. You will want to use this button to go full screen. Otherwise, you can see you may get some of this cut off. There we go. You can see everything now. To play the game, you roll the die. You should hear music. I'll talk to you about that later. But depending on the die roll, atoms will appear. Roll of 2 gives you a carbon. Roll of 5 gets you a diatomic. So you can choose any one of these. I'll choose H2, diatomic hydrogen. Roll the die. You're going to get points by making bonds and making molecules. So here's the first opportunity I have to make a bond. I'm hoping you recognize you need to pair up a single dot and a single dot. And when you do it correctly, you'll hear a sound. Joules will appear in this corner, the lower right corner. And you'll see you have now some joules of heat recorded, and you have some points. You get points, 10 points for each joule of heat. And you make heat when you make a bond. This molecule gives you bonus points. It's only 2 atoms, so it's only worth 10 points. But that's why the total points is 30, and we're on turn number 3. I can unbond this if I have enough joules. So here I'm going to this chart. The HH bond is here. It's a 2 joule bond. I have 2 joules. So you use this big joule here, and you put it on the bond you want to break. And sometimes it takes more than one try. But there we go. Broke the bond. You can see it took away my joules. They're gone. I have potential energy here because they're unbonded. But I lost my joules. But now I can bond them to the carbon. You might say, but it doesn't fit. Right click. We'll rotate. And now it'll fit. And this one can fit here. Roll the die. I want to complete this last spot because it'll give me a lot of bonus points. This one can't quite do that, but I can add it, and it'll give me joules for making a bond. It's a carbon-oxygen bond, so it'll be 2 joules. Okay, got another carbon. Now I'll show you something that's nifty. If I double-click on the carbon, it changes its form. For those of you who've played the game in real life, this is the double bonding site here. These are single bonding sites here. So actually, I want to change my strategy. Unbond this oxygen. Bring it over here. The oxygen also has a double bonding form. I'm double-clicking, double-clicking. There it is. And so now, if I right-click to rotate the oxygen, that's a really good bond. That's the best bond there is, the carbon-oxygen double bond. I've got lots of joules. And now, let me make a molecule. So I'm kind of scavenging. I'm taking these parts away from that non-molecule and saying, I can complete this molecule. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. And you see that you get the special sound when you complete a molecule. I have 30 molecule bonus points because this is a 4-atom molecule. And I've made enough bonds to accumulate 8 joules, so I have 110 points. That's the main way you play the game. Roll the die, make your choices. So you can practice with this version of the game. The real version that you'll play on Wednesday will have some modifications. It will limit the number of atoms you can pick up. So right now, well, in the real game, the limit is 3 chlorines. So in this practice game, you can get as many chlorines as you want. but the real game will be limited. You'll see how that works. All right, so you should see I have enough atoms to make another molecule here, and that would be a good strategy with these atoms I have here. Here's something you need to avoid. The oxygen here, some students have been pulling it on top of the existing atoms and releasing it. And then you get this oxygen just kind of stuck here. It's not bonded properly, it's just stuck here. You can't see anything, you can't make any more bonds. You broke the game. So when you have this atom, don't drag it on top. Put it in an empty space, release it, then you can manipulate it and bond it the proper way. A full game is 12 turns. One more roll. See, it says final turn, roll again to end the game. So the question is, can I make anything out of this? And the answer is sure I can if I'm creative. And I make some double bonding forms, then I can make another molecule, I think. And it'll be worth some points. All right, this is not my best game, but there we go. I have more than 300 points. That's not bad. Roll again to end the game. Before I do that, let me show you one more thing. If you don't like this song, press the letter N, and you'll get a different one. And if you don't like either song, press the letter X, and it'll go away. You can bring it back with the X again. All right, let me roll the die because it says roll again to end the game. Boom. There it is, game over, 310 points total. So this is how you'll compete against another team. You'll get to this game over screen and you'll say, we got 310, and your opponents will say, we only got 280. 310 is the winning team. So you can practice with this version. Try again, should work. If you find some bugs, you can let me know, but this is a pretty good version. It'll be a little bit better by the time you play on Wednesday. Last thing, if you're on a Chromebook or Mac, some Macs, it may be instead of a right click, it may be a two-finger click. A two-finger click on your mouse pad will rotate for you. Zoop. All right, have fun. If you want to sign up, you can sign up. And if you want to just watch other people play, I guess that's okay. But it's much better if you're playing yourself. Boom. There you go. That's the way you play the game. Get the joules, get the molecules, get the points, win the game.